should be a paint match for the dash. Alright guys, we got the center console in, and it looks incredible. Welcome back to another episode of Rustomod. In the last episode, you saw that we are trying to get our 1961 Rambler station wagon ready to go for SEMA this year, and we have a bunch of work to do. So in the last episode, you saw we are trying to do our dress-up panels in our engine bay and update our interior. So I went through the entire process of our CAD models and designing all that stuff in the last episode. If you guys missed it, I'll put a link right up here and you guys can go check that out. So we have a bunch more work to do, so let me show you guys all the stuff we have to wrap up and get this thing dialed in, so that way we can make our 37-hour drive all the way to SEMA. Alright, so where we left off last episode was with our CAD model. Now we are trying to make the center console, and we are wrapping it with the boat decking that is very similar to what we used in the C10. Once we had our CAD model drawn, we wanted to verify that all the dimensions were correct, so we went ahead and made a scale model of it with wood. Now the wood let us be able to put the seats in, and we could verify that everything was going to fit correctly. Once we made it out of wood, we went ahead and cut it out with our water jet. This machine is super nice because we can get everything pretty much exactly where we have it drawn in the CAD model. Once we had everything cut out, we went ahead and bent the pieces, and this is what we came up with. So this is the center console. Now you notice we have these nice trim pieces on the edges that we hand routed to make this thing look as best as we could. It turned out really nice. The console is one of my favorite pieces of the Rambler build, and it's a really nice piece to accent the interior. Once we had everything together, we went ahead and put it in the Rambler to make sure everything fits, and then all we have to do is paint it. Alright, well, we got the panels masked up and we're getting ready to spray them with primer. It's the Friday before we need to leave for SEMA. We leave on Wednesday, so hopefully we can get this thing together, but we should just have to primer this, paint it, and then assemble it in the car, and the console should be pretty much done. We have a lot of work to do, but we have all the parts here, so all the stuff that's left is just putting it together. So we're gonna paint this stuff real quick and then stick it in the car. Right, so this is the color that we're gonna spray on the console. Yeah, it should be a paint match for the dash. So we got the dash scanned, and then we got the paint matched, so hopefully it looks the same, but we'll see when we spray it. Right, it's the weekend before we leave. We leave on Wednesday, today's Saturday. So it's time we put all this stuff together and make it a full custom interior on the Rambler. So we are getting ready to put the boat decking on the top panel. You can see we have some cup holders and a little tray for stuff. We also have a USB charger and the shifter hole. We're going to put this boat decking on top of the panel, and then on the side panels, these came out really good. We had the paint match the dash color, and it came out really good, really close to what the dash is. So these panels are going to go on the side of the center console, and they're supposed to tie in with the dash and all the chrome accents that were already on the dash. So these little chrome pieces came out really good. I think it's going to look awesome in there. So we're going to put this thing together, put it in the car, and then we have the back piece to do, and that really should be it on the center console. We have to put all the vents in and all the little accessory stuff, but we're getting really close. Alright, so this is what the center console looks like, all painted and everything put together. I think it turned out really, really nice. It's one of the nicest pieces we've made for the Rambler, and it's going to accent that interior really well. The boat decking laid on really nice, and the paint match is almost perfect with the dash. So now we just got to throw it in the car, and it's ready to go. Alright guys, we got the center console in, and it looks incredible. It looks really good. It's crazy. We literally made this center console in 2 days. So we got the paint match dead on. It's really close to the dash. We had the piece of the dash sent out and scanned, and then they got us this custom paint to match it, and it matches perfectly. So it's almost together. I still got to put the driver seats in. The back seats are in there. And I'm really, really happy with the way that the center console is coming out. It looks really nice. Everything is fitted really good. We have our Rustomod logo here, and everything is fitting perfectly. So I think we're gonna make it, and it's gonna be really cool. The center console is definitely my favorite part that we've done so far. We did the trim, and it just all looks really, really nice. I think it looks really high end, and the boat decking, we have the lines lined up perfectly to the back, and everything looks really good. So I'm really happy with the way that the center console has turned out. Now that we got our center console finished, we moved on to the wheels and the underhood parts. So we went ahead and clear coated the wheels with our matte clear coat from Sweet Patina, and this stuff is awesome. You can actually change how much matte finish you want. We went with the semi-gloss option, and it turned out really nice. We went ahead and clear coated the under the hood panels also, just so you don't get any fingerprints or any kind of stuff in the bare aluminum, and it worked really nice. It has a nice sheen to it, but it also protects it. Now after we've clear coated all the panels, I went ahead and just put them back together, and then we can put them in the car, and we should be almost ready to go. All right guys, well, we just got the Rambler 99% done. It is Sunday and we leave for SEMA on Wednesday, but I got it pushed outside so we can try to clean this thing up before we leave. It's my first time seeing it outside in the sunlight with all the panels and stuff. It looks really good. Really, really happy with the way this thing came out. Also, the interior came out amazing. I'm really excited with the interior. We've been waiting to do this for a long time, and it really, really came together. I think it looks awesome. So all that is in there, and it's ready to go. The only thing that we're waiting on is the back wheels need to be painted, just like the front ones. So once we get those on there, it should be ready to go. We just need to clean it up and put it on the trailer. So I'm gonna clean it up right now with some Sweet Patina products. I have my full cooler here of all the Sweet Patina stuff, so gonna wipe it down with all that stuff, make this thing look as good as possible, and then we can look at it, put the back wheels on, and it should be ready to go. Well, I hosed it down real quick and just trying to get all the dust and dirt off of this thing from grinding on it, a bunch of metal all over the thing. So I got it pretty clean. So the last step is always the Sweet Patina sauce. If you guys want a discount code to the Sweet Patina products, I have it linked down below. But it ain't done until we put Sweet Patina on it, and then we should be ready to put the back wheels on this and see how it looks. All right guys, well, we did it. The Rambler is done. This is the day before we leave for SEMA, and we just got everything wrapped up. So let me show you guys a little walk around of the Rambler before we leave, and then we got to hit the road to Las Vegas for SEMA. So pretty awesome. We really thrashed on this thing to get it ready for the show all the way up to the last minute. So let me show you guys what it looks like. We did a lot of really cool detail stuff in this, and it came out amazing. So first thing is, I'm really glad we used that sweet patina clear coat on the aluminum for the engine bay. It came out really nice. It gives it a nice satin finish. I didn't really like the bare aluminum before. It left a bunch of fingerprints and stuff. This cleans it up a ton, and it looks really good. The rest of the car, we obviously detailed it with our sweet patina products. The inside might be my favorite part. It came out really good. The paint match for the dash and the console came out really awesome. We have a bunch of CNC Rust-O-Mod stuff. We have a bunch of really cool details in here. Our gauges came out awesome from Speed Hut. The whole interior really came together. All the seats and stuff fit really nice. All the colors match really nice. Everything just came out really good. The wheels we repainted. We have that clear coat on them to protect them, and everything is really cool. The back, I'm still kind of figuring out where I'm gonna place these. We made some extra ones. Not really sure. I was thinking about putting them on our vintage suitcases or something, but I'll kind of figure that out a little later. We have our compartments underneath the back for some storage. And yeah, the interior is done, the engine bay is done, the wheels are done, everything is ready to go. So now all we have to do is load this thing up on the trailer and head to SEMA. We are gonna pull all the engine bay stuff off before we leave because we don't want any of the stuff to get messed up. We're gonna put the hood back on it so that way the engine's protected, and we'll put all this stuff back together when we get there. That's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel, and hopefully we'll see you guys at SEMA in the next video. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the episodes we have here, and we'll see you guys in the next one.